Lady opened the door and was like, "Do I know you?" I got my license in the mail like, I don't know, a month or two ago. And now they're wanting to get another $40 from me, a license renewal fee. I just paid the full fee. Why do you want me to renew my license? I just got it. I didn't meet the deadline. I missed it by like 1 month, so I gotta pay the fee. And I was like, okay, whatever, 40 bucks, that's nothing. But then I found out that I have to take continuing education, 12 hours of it. I've already taken 6 of it, and I'm about to do the other 6 right now, I guess. That costs another, $60, which is fine. It's not the money that's the problem, it's just the time. And it's like, come on, I just completed 72 hours. Hundreds of dollars worth of fees and training and all that stuff. You son of a bitch. Missouri Real Estate Commission son of a bitch. And I can't just blow through it. It's actually gonna time me. So what am I doing? I'm gonna play some video games while this thing racks up some time and then click through it, baby. Today, we're gonna be dropping off some door hangers. We're gonna run through what's on it, how I made it, and of course, I'm gonna film the process of dropping them off and maybe pissing off some landlords. We're gonna run through the strategy, we're gonna run through how much it costs and the potential return on investment. I like how I'm complaining about paying, what, $100, $110 in fees. I made $12,000 yesterday. I'm not saying that to brag, but that's kind of the point of this channel, is to document my progress. But before I run these door hangers, I'm gonna run you through exactly where and how I'm picking the location to drop them off, and of course, how and how much it costs to make them. So first, we'll go into making them. All I did was go to vistaprint.com, go into their door hanger template, and literally just go in and change the color scheme and stuff like that. And you might wonder why I picked this color scheme. Originally, it was black and gold, which is a little bit more on brand. But the reason I went to blue and white is because this is what's called the IBM blue. It's one of the highest converting blues in business history. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, we'll go with that. In fact, I've bought multiple books because of this blue color. And then in one of the books, they finally told me, this is why you bought this book, because of this color. And so, I mean, just look at it. Black and gold was just a little bit not clean enough. So that's all I did. Vistaprint, work in the templates, drag and drop these images and texts, and we're gonna go over what it says here in a second. That is how I did it. I bought 100 of them for $79. That's including the shipping and taxes and all of that. So about 80 bucks for 100. And the more quantity you buy, the better a deal it is. But I always buy a limited run of first time marketing materials or business cards because, maybe I change my mind. Maybe I'm like, oh, this isn't how I want to market, or it printed wrong and I've got to buy a whole new, so anything like that. I always recommend getting the minimum run. And then if you get it and you're like, okay, yeah, this looks good, this is quality, there's no typos, it's good, then you can order more. Or I like to play the red light, green light game. If the door hangers do well, buy 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 of them. Now let's move over into where I'm actually going to prospect these apartment complexes. And you'll see in a second what's on them and why apartment complexes is what I'm targeting. Door hangers don't really do as well for homeowners unless you're like a lawn care business, but I'm really targeting apartment owners, higher end apartment owners. In fact, I live in arguably the nicest apartment complex within like a big radius of my local cities, and I would do door hangers here, but I'm still a resident and there's no soliciting, so I don't want to get kicked out. So here's what I'm gonna do. Minimum rent, we're gonna do minimum of $700 a month. I'm targeting people who have more disposable income, people who are paying a large enough amount of rent to almost cover a mortgage, maybe even cover a mortgage. So that is my goal here. We're gonna do this whole greater Springfield area, and I'm gonna be looking for literally just the top apartment complexes. Now there's a fine balance here. We don't wanna go too nice, because if you're spending $3,000, which is about $2,000 over the median, then you're probably living there by choice because you want a luxury place to live without no maintenance. So we're targeting people who's not quite at like just the crazy hype. These are super nice. These rents are very high. Okay, yeah, this is literally exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to write this down in my notes. Verandas, I'm going to get 3 complex options because a lot of the nice ones also say no soliciting. And I talked to my lawyer dad and he said, if it doesn't say no soliciting, you're fine. But even if it does, free country. So whatever. I'm moving out of here next month, but for the time being, I have a 1-hole garager and there's not much room. But I have a mattress right here, so I can go boop. Okay. All right, so shut up, June. So I have 100 here, and I'm going to keep dropping them off until I have dropped off every single 100 door hangers. Now, I'm in the parking lot of Lakeshore, and we're gonna go see if they have a no soliciting sign. And I mean, I'm sitting in front of a, you know, we got a grill, a fire pit, a pond, a dog park. We've got 2 resort-style pools, a gym. I mean, it's a nice-ass place. Plus, I don't know how many units are here, 300 to 500. I did a rough estimate, and this is literally the dream place to market to. And I've been living here for a while, and I've not got any solicitation from any real estate agent, and these are the people with the income. Now, as my father-in-law and one of my investor clients famously says, real estate is like a game of chess. You need to be thinking 2, 3, 4, 5 moves ahead. Now, I've thought about people who live in apartment complexes that have more disposable income. They've got a security deposit. They can use that for a low down payment. Now, here is exactly what is on my door hanger. Let's find your dream home with a picture of a nice house. But down here, this is where it gets really important. It says free for buyers, because a lot of people don't know that. Low/no credit. There are no and low credit options. FHA, bank statement loans, etc. There is low down payments. That's 3% conventional, 3.5% FHA. And then in this area, not in this town, but in the town over, there's a lot of people who qualify for USDA with 0% down. People don't know that. And of course, own your own home and pay off your own mortgage. And I've got Boss Properties with my business line. And on the back, it's a picture of me. And I'm gonna read you the message here. It says, our dedication to you. We help those who may not think they qualify to own their own home. Specializing in first-time home buyers, Boss Properties is dedicated to leveraging creativity in order to get you into your dream home. Why pay rent when you can own your own home, pay down your own mortgage, and increase your net worth through passive appreciation? And of course, Boss Properties LLC and my company business address. That's what's on the door hangers. They're tailored specifically to higher end apartment dwellers who are in the transitional period of, you know, I don't want to live in a shithole, but I want to buy a home and I've got money. Exactly where I'm living right now. But we're at the front entrance and we're gonna go take a look to see if this actually says no soliciting. If not, this opens up our options because door hangers are cheaper than mailers. I'll make a separate video about a mailing campaign I'm doing for this apartment complex specifically. But let's go check out the no solicitation policy. That is the front office, a full brick building, very nice in there. Sorry. And one of the key factors to the high rent here, I pay about $1,200 a month, I think, in rent for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, 1,000 square foot. And one of the major contributors is the fantastic location. So, as you can see, it says private property, no trespassing, no soliciting. So if it says no soliciting, I'm not going to hit it with the door hangers. So that's why specifically I'm going to have to do a mail campaign. So I'll do a specific campaign tailored specifically to Lakeshore residents, but it's gonna have to be in the mail because I do not wanna risk any legal repercussions on the door hanger side of things. So this apartment complex is literally, I can throw a football almost from my back deck and hit it, but the rent is too low. It's not a high-end place. It's not the demographic I'm looking for. The people who are there are pretty much there because they have to. Even though it's close, you gotta be careful with the apartment complexes you select because you don't want people who don't have money. You don't want people who you're gonna waste time showing homes to and stuff like that. So don't worry about the low income place just because it's convenient and maybe you know people who live there that could even maybe do it for you. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Time for a sponsor. The sponsor for today's video is Mindset Redo, a completely free to you blog. Mindset Redo is a free newsletter written by Jamil. It's set up in a way that you can actually see what the first year of entrepreneurship and becoming creative looks like, which is invaluable. It's presented in a really useful way for anybody looking to do their own thing. And if you're watching this channel, you're wanting to do your own thing. Oftentimes, you don't see what the mental behind the scenes aspect of building a business looks like. In fact, I'm one of the only channels on YouTube that actually takes you in a vlog format and shows you behind the scenes, shows you the numbers. Well, this is not a vlog format, it's a blog format. In fact, I used to blog, but it wasn't even about this. It was about how to make money, but this is behind the scenes, and I think the behind the scenes is really where the value's truly at. The newsletter was pre-written at a time when he was in his journey, authentically capturing how he dealt with each roadblock at the time. You'll have access to free and paid resources he used along the way of transforming from being employed working 60 hours a week to now being self-employed working 12 to 16 hours a week, pursuing what he loves. Does that sound familiar? As the emails go on, you'll start to see patterns and little nuggets of wisdom, things that you can implement into your life and business. All of this can help you with rocky issues and problems you face along the way. You also get a free video series on the 4 crucial things to start working on to get into the mentality to get started. So if you're an entrepreneur who've experienced doubt, or you're a creative with experiencing a creative block, this is the place to go. You can join his newsletter by visiting his blog, which will be the first link in the description down below. And it's free to sign up, folks. And now, let's get back into some wheeling and dealing, baby. All right, here we are, Golden Pond Apartments. I'm gonna drive up to the front right now to see if there's a no soliciting sign, but I pass this all the time. Look, those are grown-ass men right there. They could buy a house. I mean, come on. I'm gonna drive through the front, see if there's a no soliciting sign. That probably is, but whatever. There we go, there's the front office. I'm not going to start up at the very front because I want to avoid detection from, here we go. Here's some stuff. Neighborhood watch, see something, say something. That sign, you cannot read it. It's completely faded. I don't think it says no soliciting. I mean, let's be honest, it probably does, but you can't see it, so that's my defense. But if you drive through, look. Nice truck, nice Jeep, nice Toyota. You can drive through if you're not sure and you're out and about and you've got door hangers or whatever and you're on your person and you don't have time to look it up. Drive through and look at the cars. I mean, these are real, like actual cars, Ford Edge. We got a nice Nissan, well, you know, nice relatively Cube right there. I mean, look, these are all like, you know, not nice cars, but they're not pieces of shit. Look, over here we got a Mercedes. Look at that, E350. Mercedes owners living here. It does have an MSU sticker on it. We want to avoid places with lots of college kids. That's, I mean, probably a college kid's car. But I mean, look, we got real actual cars that cost a decent chunk of money. Another Camaro. We got a Camaro right over there. There's 3 Camaros right here. What in the world? I'm not seeing a lot of college propaganda because college kids like to represent their school. A little Chevy, what is that? Equinox right there? I mean, look at that. Some nice cars. We've got a UPS truck here. So, you know, people are buying packages. I just saw an Amazon truck driving through here. So we got people ordering packages. We got people driving cars, and I know the rent's decently high over here. They've got at least 2 pools. They've got a hot tub. They've got a pool over there. They might have more pools in my apartment complex. And I want to blend in, all right? I'm not wearing my jewelry. I'm not wearing my, you know, narco-looking shirts. I'm not wearing anything flashy. I'm gonna park my Mercedes in a corner where people can't see it. I'm not bringing the camera. I'm gonna bring my phone. Oh, there's a golf cart over there. We got a patrol. There's the 3rd pool right here. There's at least 4. There's 4 pools. What in the world? All right, we're gonna go in the back corner. What I'm doing is not illegal, but I feel like I'm on a stealth mission because I don't want to get busted. I could probably dump all 100 door hangers here, and I'm really excited about this apartment complex. Yeah, there's another sign. You cannot read it. You absolutely cannot read it. And this apartment complex is for sale, I noticed. There's a Cantrell sign here. So, you know, who cares? We got a Jaguar over here. I mean, oh shit. This is the 3rd time I've almost been hit by a fucking car today. He looks stoned. We got a Jag right there. I mean, come on. Another fucking pool. It's empty, but they got another pool. I mean, come on. Oh, they got a basketball court. Shit, I might just move here. Look at that. That's a nice court. Another pool. Look at that. And a large portion of the parking lot is empty, which is good because it means people are at work. And hopefully, oh, I should have done this right before people get back from work in case management takes it off. But odds are, they probably won't notice. This place is too big. Oh, I should mention that anytime you're going to people's doors, especially door knocking, because my partner actually got a gun pulled on him, have some form of protection. I have a military knife on me, a U.S. Navy or Air Force knife. And then, oh, I dropped all my door hangers. And then I also have a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun. just, you know, think about safety. Don't just run around to these places without thinking about safety. I'm gonna start with a small stack. So I'm
Springfield.
oh. Does anybody else's piece of shit iWatch, Apple Watch never ever charge? This thing sucks. I'm taking all these cocksuckers. Last one.
Done. That was terrible. Never doing that again.
Oh my God, my car says it's only 77, but I'm dripping buckets. I just dropped off 100 door hangers and hit maybe 30% of the whole complex. I mean, I barely hit the tip of the iceberg here. There's so many units. And yeah, I'm definitely going the mailer route because it's only gonna cost a little bit more. You know, I was like, hey, you know, I could pay someone $50 per apartment complex they drop off door hangers. But after, you know, paying them $50 plus the door hangers, was like, well, postage is probably cheaper than $50 for 100 units. Maybe a little bit more, maybe the same. But man, yeah, it's plus I think it's more effective to do it straight through the mail because a lady opened the door and was like, do I know you? I was like, no, I'm putting up door hangers. She's like, oh, okay, I heard my door handle jiggle. And I was like, oh no, I'm not. She's like, we've had a problem with people jiggling locked doors and trying to get into apartments and stealing around here. So hey, if the thieves think people around here got a little bit of money, hey, you know, maybe it was a good choice. But I was like, oh yeah, because some of the doorknobs, like half of them were an older style and they jiggled really bad and dogs would bark and people would come out. I'd hear them behind me as I was up there. I was like, ah, shit. But yeah, definitely going the mailer route. We'll see if this works. I mean, I didn't think that I would get any business out of only 100, but I wanted to do a limited run in case I hated them. Woo! That's running 100 door hangers. That's what happened. That's the story. That's how I did it. That's how you can do it if you want to. It's the cheapest way. It's probably the cheapest way to market, you know, besides social media, but you know, this is probably the cheapest way to market to exactly who you're looking to get. You post a post on Facebook, anybody can see it, you know? All right, I'm done. I'm out of here. See you in the next video.